Konnichiwa, that's Japanese. Hello everybody, this is Ernell. Okay, welcome to Japan. I am here in Osaka and this is my second day. In this video, I would like to share with you what did I do, what did I see, what did I learn, and what are some of the interesting things that I encountered in my second day here in Japan. To begin with, I'm here in my hotel room and this is located in Shin, Osaka, and this is a very nice community which is very close to the train station and very close to the shopping area. Primarily, this is in the city center. This morning, I stayed in this hotel a little bit longer because I wanted to catch my lost sleep due to the long flight from San Francisco to Taipei to Osaka. Alright, today I went to 3 attractions. I went to the Osaka History Museum, great museum, high-tech, and a huge building, very clean, very organized. Of course, that is Japan. And the only thing that gave me a little bit of difficulty was the language barrier, and most of the information inside the museum are in all Japanese. The good thing is that I do have an application in my phone wherein I can access the English translation and enabled me to get some information, at least understand a few, but not everything. Second, I went to the Osaka Castle Park, which is nearby, and this is where you see the cherry blossom. April is a cherry blossom festival here in Japan, primarily here also in Osaka. I learned that the cherry blossom season has different days in the month, starting the month of March, April, and May. And here in Osaka, this is the peak season of cherry blossom. You see different peoples, locals and tourists all at the same time walking around enjoying the scenery. It was a little bit raining today. That's why I had my umbrella all day long. It's springtime, it's gloomy, it's cold, but it's that this is Japan, but everything went well as long as I do have an umbrella. The third one is that I went to the Osaka Castle, and this is close to the Osaka Castle Park. And according to history, the Osaka Castle is a very important structure in the unification of Japan during the Japan history way back in 1600. So alright, so went to 3 attractions. We have the Osaka History Museum, Osaka Castle Park, as well as the Osaka Castle. Right, how about the transportation? I found out that here in Japan, the transportation is very efficient compared to the United States. So there's train, there's subway, as well as there's bus. Today I took the two modes of transportation. I took the JR train and as well as the subway. A few things that I learned. Okay, make certain that when you go and buy a train ticket and you don't speak Japanese, read Japanese just like me, make certain that you know exactly what station you're heading to, how much would you pay, because most of the machines I encounter, they are all Japanese. There's no English translation. You just need to know where you're heading to, know your stations, know the number of the stations, and know exactly how much would you pay. Because you just need to put the coins. By the way, they don't accept credit card. Just put the coins or for example from here from this location to Humeda's JR station, it's a 190 yen. So just put 200 yen and that will give you a change of 10 yen, and select 190 and that will give you a ticket. So that is the most practical way in order to be able to buy a ticket without any assistance from a live person. Primarily, there are some staff around that you can ask, which I did, but not everybody speaks the language. Some of them do speak English, but mostly don't. But the thing that I found out, that whenever you ask them a question, make certain that you have some information in your hand. It could be a photo, it could be some description in Japanese, because if you go there and ask and you have all the information written in English, even though it is a Japanese word but it's written in English, they will not be able to understand. So ask the hotel to do some translation before you go. And then another one that I found very interesting is are the train lines here. So they are color coded. Make certain that you know the color code of your train. Otherwise, okay, you will get into the wrong train, which I did on my way back to the hotel. Instead of taking the purple line, I took the green line. So that's another thing. These are attention to detail. So we learn from the experience as we travel. So actually there was an instance that I missed one train and I took the a wrong train going to a wrong route. Anyway, so that's part of traveling. Getting lost is part of traveling. Okay, about interesting things. So I found out that in Japan, so the train is very quiet. People don't talk. If they talk, they talk in a private voice, and then you are not expected to use your telephone or eat inside the train. And another thing is that the train smells good, and unlike in other places, even though the train is packed jam, you don't smell human smell. And apparently, I learned that Japan or Japanese people say are very clean. And according to science, that the Japanese they do have this certain gene that makes them smells good. So search about that. As a matter of fact, so I encountered an article that some Asian people, Japanese, they do have this gene that produces a sweat which is not as stinky as other people. All right, okay, and as a matter of fact, they said one way to determine whether you have that gene is that your earwax. If your earwax is dry, just like my earwax, you don't smell. If your earwax is wet, you smell, you're stinky, and you have that gene that produces this certain sweat from they call it the apocrine gland that produces a pungent smell. Plus the fact that the Japanese they take a full bath every day. All right, this is Ernell signing out from Japan. I'm here in Osaka, and then in the next few days I'm heading to Kyoto, and then to Hiroshima, and then to Okinawa. All right, signing out from my hotel room, and today is a great day. Tomorrow will be another day. All right, travel along. Goodbye. Sayonara.